What's up? No, that's good. Hey, everyone. This is P Rod, Smiling Solution, out here in the woods, hot tent camping. Right now, I'm eating. I actually almost finished eating. Um, it has been a pretty cold night, but because of the tent inside here was nice and warm. And so I just wanted to do a quick video to share with you all some tips, if you will, to help with hot tent camping. Um, you know, I believe always being prepared, always being prepared. I believe in trying to see what the weather is like, right? And then once you learn what the weather is like, then understanding wind, direction of wind, you know, temperature, whether it's going to be rain, snow, cold, and not only looking at the day temperature, but looking at the night temperature, right? And what sort of temperature you're going to wake up to. So many of you may not know, but um, I enjoy camping. More particularly, I enjoy winter camping. Um, when it's snowing, when it's freezing rain, you know, I enjoy it a lot because it teaches you the value of being prepared, being simplistic. It teaches you the value of everything that you own, right? When you go home, you have the light switch, the running faucet, the gas stove or the electric stove, all those things, right, actually helps, right? And when you get home, you tend to appreciate those things more, right? So I started studying, and one day I'll give my whole story about tent camping. Um, but um, so I got this tent, and let me show you here. Let me show you. So I have a lot of wood, and y'all just excuse the mess. But that stove right there is a titanium stove made by a company Palmolive, and super super light. It folds flat. Um, it folds real flat, and so I could actually backpack it in, right? Even if I have to hike, like some places I go to, I have to hike a great distance. So that thing folds. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that folds real flat, right? And then even the flume rolls up and rolls up to a nice, neat ball that I could put inside this little pouch, and it transport. And all I have to do is go out into the woods with my saw, with my axe, and I use most times I can get away with using, and I'll show you a little hatchet. Okay, just a little hatchet, nothing fantastic about it. Company made by XBet. And then I have my this saw, and then I have like a bow saw, right? Hey, Tag Goat, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining with me today. Thank you, Buster, for joining. Yeah, it's a real nice hatchet. It has nice weight to it. Let me just show it to you guys. Look, it has a thing for a holder for your belt that you could attach to your belt line. Um, when you take that off, see, got a like a nice hammer feature in the back. Very nice, very very sharp, very short, but got nice weight to it. Um, and as you can see, I was splitting wood left and right, splitting wood left and right. Oh, great, that would be great. Yeah, I'm gonna begin doing more videos on hot tent camping, and also camping and hiking, because a lot of people, they're afraid of it. Especially people of color. People of color are they're afraid of winter camping. When I first started getting into it, a lot of people was like, "No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that." But one of my brothers, he said, "No, I want to do it," and we came and we started doing it, and we love it. You know, and so so I'm using this tent. This is a nature hike, massive nature hike, massive tent. This is the 2-person, but I want to get the 4-person because this time we decided just to take the one tent because it's a little bit heavy, but we decided to take the one tent and we decided to split up the tent so that we both could sleep in here, right? And it's more than enough room, right? It's just that it's really tight when you got to move around and stuff like that if the weather is bad. And so right now my brother is outside cutting more wood, and he's using his hatchet as well. And so, but let me just share this things with you guys, right? This is very important, right? This time that we came out, right? I was like, I have the Mr. Heater, um, the yeah, Mr. Heater, the buddy, the portable buddy heater that sometimes I have used, right? And I decided to bring it this time, even though I had the hot tent, right? And I'm so glad I did. Hello, Ali Paz. Ali Plaz, I believe it is. Hello. Um, and I'm glad that I bought it because during the night, the hot tent, right? The hot tent we had on the tent this like fire retardant thing that was around the tent. It was supposed to be fire retardant. And guess what? Mm-mm. So in the middle of the night, we had smoke in the tent. We had that's good. Yeah, that's good. We had smoke in the tent, and we had to shut it down quickly, right? So I closed the flume, I closed the vent so it's to kind of trap the air in there, and it went down. And then I was able to turn on the Mr. Buddy, and that kept us warm because last night it got down to like 8 degrees. 8 degrees. So it would have been cold. So one of the things I always tell people, and even I shared with my brother when he first started coming with me, is that we have to be prepared and we have to think ahead of time. Because as you go into the bush and as you go into the forest, there's so many things that could happen. You could have a branch that falls down and collapse your tent. You could have snow that weighs on your tent and collapse your tent. You could have wind that comes and blows your tent. So you have to make sure that you are prepared for the season and the situation that you're going into, and then have a little bit redundancy, right? So, like sometimes you'll have like a hatchet, but also don't just bring a hatchet, but also bring yourself a knife. Because if your hatchet, let's say if it breaks, then you can bring a knife. This is a full tang knife, and I've used this knife to cut wood. This is called a net floss. It's a full tang knife. Yes, Shante, we love God. That's right. So full tang knife. Look at that. And I can use this to chop wood, you know? And so sometimes you have to bring redundancy, to be prepared for every situation because anything could happen. And so stay tuned for more videos, right, that I'm going to share, even breaking down, all my equipment because I got tons of equipment. Okay. But breaking down my equipment, and last night we were fine. We were fine. We had a little situation. Guess what? We prepared for it and we figured it out. And right now we're burning wood and just cutting more wood. We just finished eating breakfast. I just finished making an omelet, and about to get some coffee and just take it easy and relax and cut more wood, and because that's something you always got to do. Remember, right? If there's one thing you want to remember about hot tent camping, right? Always have enough wood. And when you think you have enough, keep on cutting because it'll go through very fast. So I love you guys. Have a blessed day, right? Until we meet again.